Hey everybody, welcome to Plot Armor Cooldown, where our plot armor is always on cooldown. So what are we going to talk about today?
First thing we're going to talk about is Delicious in Dungeon, because you have a game plan for it.
We're also great anime, fantastic anime.
We're also going to talk about the Fallout TV show.
Yep.
Since that just ended.
Spoilers.
Big spoilers, so watch out. We're going to talk about Resident Evil 9, and if we're excited about it, what we're not excited about, what we think from what we've seen.
Absolutely.
And we're also going to talk about Iron Lung, because that came out last weekend, I believe.
Yeah, we've been holding off on talking about it because we did not want to... We wanted to save it for this, and I've got loads to talk about it because it's probably my favorite genre of all time. Like the horror genre it puts itself in.
What do you mean? Like
cosmic horror, yeah. Like eldritch, otherworldly type stuff where you have to think a little... We're going to talk about it in a minute. So first things first, we're going to play a little game. I love Delicious in Dungeon. The recipes in it are absolutely scrumdiddlyumptious.
I've never seen it.
He's never seen it, but it's not that he's not willing to. And I want to show him some of the more delicious looking recipes. They'll appear on screen. And for audio listeners, sorry, look them up on your own.
Quick question, and I feel completely valid for asking this because this is the first one I've ever done. Should we be looking at the camera?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, they're right there.
In the idea for a conversation between people.
Better question is, should we be looking into the microphone? Anyways,
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a locked ranking where I'm going to give Richard 1 through 15. He is going to look at a dish, tell me where he wants to rank it within the 15. He can't move it after he puts it there. And then he's also going to tell me what he thinks that is made of, what monster. Because in Delicious in Dungeon, if you haven't watched it, they turn monsters into dishes, right?
Is that the entire premise of the show?
Pretty much. They go into the dungeon, and the goal is to get to the end of the dungeon, beat the final monster, and then the dungeon will disappear. But so the whole driving factor behind it is that they have to...
So it's solo leveling for foodies.
Kinda. So, like, the whole inciting incident is that they go in with a group of people, and then they almost all die, right? And, like, you can get resurrected, but if you get stuck in the dungeon and you die, no one can get to your body at the lower levels.
And someone dies as in Goblin Slayer dies.
I've never seen Goblin Slayer, but...
I've seen, like, the first 5 episodes. That anime was way too much for me.
Understood. Not watching that one. So the premise is that they go, well, man, once you start getting to the lower levels, it's hard to bring enough food to make it there with you. So...
You have to make food from what's inside.
You don't have to. Actually, people don't. Typically, they get money to buy enough. But our group of intrepid heroes goes... Let's make food from the monsters. Not everybody's down for it, but as they start traveling, they meet a wonderful little dwarf named Senji, who regularly cooks monsters for his food. And a lot of these recipes are made by Senji. He is quite the fucking culinary connoisseur.
So this isn't a common thing they do?
No, it's not common in the world. No, it's actually a bit weird for them to be eating
So time
monsters.
out, but I've at least seen a little clip from it where the dude played by Mr. Smosh Dude, I just remember the voice. He cooks a scorpion or something like that, right?
Yes.
But so then it was they meet that before or after dwarf?
What do you mean?
Did they meet the dwarf first or?
No, they met them as they were on the first level of the dungeon, getting ready to go on the adventure where they were.
So they had already had the idea to eat things.
Yes, before they went down on this faithful expedition where they were going to try to eat monsters to go further, they...
But it's a scorpion. How did they not know it was... Like, scorpions are poisonous.
Yeah.
And they just balls to the wall said, fuck it, I'm gonna...
Eat monsters? Yeah. Because they thought they didn't have any money. So they couldn't.
But what I'm saying is no one had, like... This had never been done before? He didn't have, like, I've heard about this?
I don't remember. There might be something they mentioned about someone eating a monster at some point. There might be a cookbook. I think he has a cookbook associated with, so somebody's done it before.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. It's not it's uncommon, but it can be. People have done it.
People have done it, yes.
And so what? The dwarf is just like a 5-star chef of it.
The dwarf, yeah, he is miraculously, as they ventured into the dungeon on this faithful time, deciding they're going to eat monsters. Senji sees them cooking up their first meal, the one you're referencing here. And he goes, well, of course you can't. He basically goes, well, no wonder it was terrible. You cooked it wrong. And then he makes them a very wonderful dish. So we're gonna start going here. picture by picture. Oh, how do I go back? Help me. Thank you. All right, so dish number 1. Sorry, audio listeners, but we are looking at what looks kind of like a helmet on a cooking fire. All right, where would you rank this 1 through 15?
Talking about what is the intent of it? You gotta at least tell me what kind of food it is.
I can't.
Is it like a hot pot?
This food. This is the food.
It's a pot pie with a helmet.
It's more no. It's more of the helmet is more of an apparatus for cooking the contents.
So it's
inside.
steamed. It's gonna be dumplings.
It is steamed. Correct.
Steamed.
It is steamed. 100%. It's steamed. And what? Where would you put this if you had to eat it? This is a harder one because
you can't see what they're making.
Yeah.
What? How many numbers do I have?
15.
14.
Okay.
What's it made from?
All right.
Right?
Yeah. What's it made from?
It is made from. It's a helmet.
Yeah.
It is made from a lion warrior.
Is that your final answer?
Correct.
Wrong. Okay, so this is made from living armor. And so living armor in this universe is basically like a mollusk or a clam. So if you peel between the layers of the armor, there are these little like colonies of creatures living inside. And so they're using the helmet to steam out the
meat that's inside.
The meat that's inside of them. So it's like steamed clams.
I'm very confident with the 14. I don't like clams.
Yep, yeah, so. It would be akin to clams. All right, you ready for number 2?
I'm ready for number 2. Nope. Hit the earth. Okay, that works as well.
All right. So there's a hint on this one. So first things first, what do you think it's made from?
Legs.
Correct.
There's a little diagram.
Anything specific?
It looks like some form of squid, but it's got to be a monster.
Got to be a monster.
It's got a shell. So, wait, am I supposed to rank it or supposed to guess first?
Either. Your order. Your choice.
15. This looks disgusting.
Okay. And what do you think it's made from?
It is made from the entrails of... These are like spiders' legs.
You think it's like a giant spider's legs?
Yes.
All right. Incorrect. There's actually a hint on the screen. As in the last image, you saw a diagram of a suit of armor. This is also living armor. This is grilled living armor.
This is cheap. So what? Is it all? Do all the recipes come from 3 episodes?
No. But they did make quite a few dishes out of the living armor. And
How many of the things on this list?
4.
4 of them are living armor.
4.
Why?
Because they make a lot of stuff out of living armor, and it all looks like oysters.
Are there not more to choose from to get some?
No, there
variety?
is. No, there's 15 for a reason. All right, ready? Move on to the next one.
Right off the rip, I think I'm ranking that 5.
At 5?
No, too high. There's probably something that looks better. 8.
8?
Yes.
Okay. Right off the bat, gut instinct, ranking it at number 8. What is it made from?
It looks like it's got some kind of cheese or pastry. It looks like a pastry. I'm assuming not everything that goes into this was made from the creature, though.
That's correct. Yeah, some ingredients they already had on hand.
So the crust is probably not. I imagine the sinew inside is, and some of the toppings.
What topping would you say you think is the monster part? I'll tell you, only one of these toppings, as far as I'm remembering from the anime, is actually the monster part.
And then the inside of it is.
There might be 2 of them, but one I can remember for certain.
And then the filling is also monster.
It is made from parts of the monster. Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it is some form of plant creature, because I'm thinking that the tomatoes next to the cut piece are berries from it.
Final answer?
It's some kind of carnivorous plant.
Man-eating plant tart. Nailed
it.
That is what I'm talking about. You nailed it. It's a man-eating plant tart.
Those are like berries from it?
They're like berries, yeah. And they even remark, they go, man, they taste kind of savory. Yeah. Because it's been stewing on eating people.
That one heavily cued me in purely because they look like fruit, but they don't look like real fruit.
They don't, right? All right, we're moving on to the next one. All right, this one, personal favorite.
Personal favorite. The meat is probably the monster. It's a hot pot.
It does not label it as a hot pot.
Oh, it looks like a hot pot. I'm assuming those are monster eggs. Down on the side. That's why they're off by themselves. The meat is probably also from the monster. Looks like could be tongue.
I saw you look at me as if I'm going to give you some kind of hint. I'm not. I'll give you a hint in a minute.
I'm gonna right now this looks fantastic. I'm rating this like a 5.
A 5? It does look tasty. I would have to agree with you.
I'm gonna go ahead and say not ballpark, fucking shot in the dark. It is a mimic and mimic eggs.
That is incorrect,
Wow.
Unfortunately. So this is actually kind of a trick, because besides this little bit of meat here, which they don't actually state which monster they kept that from earlier on, because a lot of what they'll do is they'll keep monster parts from other recipes they've made, and they'll reincorporate into the latter meals, right? So like, we can use some of this from that, right? But it's named after the main portion of the dish. And so the main feature of this are the vegetables here, and they're not actually, right? I see your look on your face, right? You're confused. Mm-hmm. The reason this is not actually monster parts is because they actually harvest this from gardens growing on the backs of golems, dirt golems.
Would this be easier if I read Japanese?
This would be easier if you read the language that is. I don't know if that's Japanese. I forget the country of origin for this anime, and very well maybe Japan. But
it's probably either Japan or Korea. Those are the two biggest.
Correct.
Ones, right?
Yeah. It could be. It's probably one of those two. But yes, if you read that language, it probably would be helpful.
I don't care.
Right.
Number 5. It looks fantastic.
It looks very good. Fresh.
Only thing would make it better, some fucking ramen noodles in there. You know what I'm saying?
It would. Something that broth. The only thing that might disgust someone about this dish is that Senji uses his own feces to help fertilize the vegetables that are growing, because they need to restore the golem's mass.
Oh, fertilize. Okay.
Yes, but yeah, that's kind of normal. All right, you have your hint on screen.
Okay. Well, this is the animated armor. This is number 3 and 4, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, no. This is actually 2 and 1. This is not. It's one entry, but this is the other 2.
Yeah. I'm 13. The animated armor looks disgusting. 100%.
Okay, so we're putting the living armor. What do you think that is?
That is a clam salad, basically living armor salad, and a piece of living armor floating in broth.
Yeah. Yes. So it is living armor, stir fry, and soup.
Yeah.
They made a lot of stuff out of living armor.
Stir fry? Where are the noodles?
Great question. They aren't existent. Stir fry doesn't always need noodles. Moving on. All right. This one. Ooh, tasty. It's made from 2 different monsters.
Fuck, dude. There's no way. That looks like plant.
Correct.
And that looks like meat.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So,
do you eat Asian cuisine often? Japanese cuisine often?
On occasion.
Okay. What normally do you call stuff fried like that? At least as far as I've eaten.
I don't know.
All right. Well,
cutlets?
We'll see what you come up with. Where are you ranking it? How tasty does it look?
Does not look that great. But probably would have been better if they'd gotten a clean fry over the whole thing. But like, there's shit kind of showing. So there's probably worse things. So I'm going 9.
9. Okay, we're putting it at 9. And what do you think it's made from?
Well, if it's a plant, I'm assuming it's part of the carnivorous plant again.
Is that your answer?
For the one, yes.
Okay, and then and for the more meaty looking dish?
More meaty looking dish is a dungeon rat.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
All right, kind of close.
Mm-hmm.
So it is Mandrake Kakage and Giant Bat Tempura.
Rat of the cave.
Rat of the cave. It's the rat of the cave. Chicken of the cave, as they say. All right, moving on to the next one. I know you might have mentioned something similar to this in the past, but we'll see if you know it. Where do you rank this, number 1?
11.
An 11. Okay.
I'm gonna spoil the illusion. I have seen this one.
And so what is it made from?
Bugs.
Nope.
What? Treasure bugs.
There you go. Treasure insects.
It's fake treasure.
Yes, correct. This is. I knew you had seen this one, and you had already divulged to me when we discussed playing this game that you were going to put it low.
Yeah. I had to save 12 because there's probably something worse.
Yeah, these sticky bombs are made from another monster previously, I believe, or something close. But all of these are edible bugs. These are like, you're gonna hate this one. These are almost like centipede-like.
Nope.
Yep.
Pass.
The bead one, is actually like a centipede. They have little legs.
Wish I had 15 open.
Yep. For listeners at home, Richard has a debilitating fear of centipedes.
Fuck, we never introduced ourselves.
Oh, I'm James.
And I'm Richard.
We're twins.
Moving on.
All right, on to the next one.
Well, this is a cave crab, and I'm going to put it at 7.
I'm going to put it at 7.
Pretty straightforward.
You think it's a cave crab?
Yeah.
All right, you are incorrect.
What is it?
It is a boiled mimic.
What?
So in this world, in this dangerous or delicious in dungeon universe, mimics still hide within containers, but they resemble these crustaceous creatures.
When they're not changing to something else?
When they don't change, they just are hiding inside. They're almost like hermit crabs. And they'll pop out and they'll chase you. Yeah. Yep.
Well, it looks fantastic.
It looks fantastic. I honestly, this one,
make it a little better.
I love crab. I love crab legs. I'd have put this one higher. I'd have put this one at like 3 or 4. All right, ready for the
Did they
next one?
serve it with butter?
I think Senji has some like cave butter or some kind. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. One on the left, pass. One on the right,
they're
fantastic.
technically the same item.
Technically the same item.
Yep. I mean, like it's 2 different, but they're the same thing.
It looks like some kind of weird eel. I mean, I'm putting it. Well, what do I got left?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, and 12.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got a lot of extremes there for the most part.
There's probably better things. I'm gonna put it at 10.
Put it at 10. All right, and what do you think it's made from?
It is made from, I'm gonna say, a cave eel. It looks like eels.
Pretty close.
It's a fish.
So in the show, they slay a giant kraken to cross a level of the dungeon, and out of the kraken, a giant parasite tries to like jump out of it and eat the party goers.
So it's a sea parasite.
And they cook the parasite. And at one point, I forget the main character's name at this point because it's been a while since I've watched it, but he eats some of it raw and gets his own little parasite that drives him insane for like a half an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not just eat the kraken?
That's a great question. I asked the same question, but it is not what they cooked. All right, ready? This one's a good one.
Ooh. What do I got?
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12.
4.
4.
This looks it looks like a charcuterie board almost.
And what do you think it's made from?
Something meaty, and it looks like it's all just different cuts of meat from the same thing.
That's correct.
It's a lizard.
It's a lizard.
It's like a drake.
Can I give you a hint?
Sure.
Everything you see, for the most part, aside from those onions on top, in this image, I believe is from the monster.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that looks like tail, and these are all cuts of meat from it. That on the right might be fat.
What about this?
The fuck is that? Kelp? Shit. It's I'm lost now.
That comes from the monster.
So it's a sea monster with the kelp. Is that the kraken?
No.
No.
I'll give you one more guess.
It is an underwater lizard.
It is kelpie. It is specifically kelpie grilled meat.
Kelpie is in like the
horse.
Horse?
Yeah.
Why the fuck they kill a kelpie?
Because it tried to drag one of them under the water, and they killed it. Yep. It did its job as a kelpie. All right, moving on to the next one.
Nice little soup. That looks like some crab on top. Is this one also from the Mimic?
I can't tell you. This is 1, 2, 3, 6, and 12.
Going to 6. Tell you what, though, that Kelpie looked good. I'd eat that Kelpie. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guess this is also from the
Mimic?
Mimic.
Okay,
The
incorrect.
the meat looks the same.
I mean, technically that might be right, but that's not what it's labeled as. I can't remember the exact ingredient that you're talking about there. Obviously, that does look like Mimic. But this is porridge made from grain that was just lying around. This is kind of a trick question. There is no labeled monster in it. It is just porridge.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's not fair.
It was hilarious, though. All right, on to the next one.
It's a chicken.
Similar.
Not a big fan of. Well, what do I got left? 12.
You have
1 through 3.
1 through 3, and 12.
I'm going to have to put it at 3.
I'm going to put it 3.
Not overly happy with where that's going, but it is a basilisk.
Nailed it.
Yep.
It is a basilisk because there's only a few chicken type monsters.
Yep. It's a basilisk. Where'd they do with the snake?
What do they do with the snake?
The snake tail.
It's not part of this. All right, ready?
Yeah.
You have 1, 2, and 12.
That looked pretty good.
What does it look like to you?
Bean bun.
No.
Croissant.
No, it's not grain.
It's not grain?
Yeah.
It's a fruit.
No.
What?
I'll tell you,
Liver.
it's an omelet.
Oh, it's an omelet. Those are eggs. So it's also the basilisk. It's a basilisk egg.
Mm-hmm.
Crack that bitch.
Yeah, there's one more thing in it.
One more thing in it? Corn.
I'll tell. It does look like corn. I will tell you there's one more thing in it, and it is one of the monsters we've already had.
Mimic.
No. All right. You're just going to run through the gamut. Aren't you? Give me one more guess.
It is basilisk egg omelet with... What was with Kelpie meat?
No. It is a mandrake and basilisk omelet.
It looked good, though. What do I got left?
1, 2, and 12.
Oh, fuck. There might be better things. 2. I enjoy a good omelet. Wait, what was in it?
Mandrake and basilisk.
Well, yeah, because the basilisk egg, right?
Yeah, go ahead and move on to the next one.
Ice cream. Milk. What would give milk?
We have 1 and 12.
I want to put it at 12, kind of, because I'm on a diet. But I'm worried there's not going to be anything better looking than this. So I'm going to have to put it at 1.
You're going to put it at 1? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Your last is the last lock in. You automatically will have to place the next one at this 12 spot then.
Fuck it, put it at 12.
You want to put this at 12?
You're stop mind gaming.
I'm just asking you.
Put it at 12.
Okay. Now, what do you think this is made from?
I think this...
This is made from 2 monsters, but one of them only contributed mechanically to the dish.
What would be something weird that you find in a dungeon that would be liquid you could turn into ice cream? It is.
I need an answer.
It is ghost ectoplasm.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Shaken, not stirred.
It is made with the help of ghosts.
They put it in the ghost so it freezes?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
It is this is called exorcism sorbet, and I'll just give you the rest of the answer. It is made from crushed up jam or pieces of the treasure bugs.
Oh.
Glad you didn't put it number 1, huh?
Yeah.
You don't like the treasure bugs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Oh, I can see the little pearls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's mushrooms. Dude, why would you do this to me? You mind gamed me.
I didn't mean to. I got another bad news for you. So it goes automatically at 1.
It's all mushroom.
No, it's not all mushroom. But what do you think is in it?
Well, mushrooms.
Yeah.
2 different types. And it's like, this is a scorpion. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the one I've seen.
This is the one specifically you told me that you said, I am not. If we play this game, I've only seen one, and I tell you right now, I'm putting at number 15. I'm putting the mushroom and scorpion one at number 15. And sitting at number 1, we have scorpion and mushroom hot pot. Isn't that great, folks?
You tricked me.
That's a mini game. Hey, that's our first mini game. What do you think? So overall, what do you think of the recipes in Delicious and Legend?
I'll be honest. I thought they were gonna look better. They all look kind of like shit for the most part. The Kelpie one looked pretty good, but that one didn't even really look cooked. It looked like a la carte. You know what I'm saying? That's the wrong word, but you know what I mean.
That's so wrong. Look how beautiful that's animated. Now, if you didn't know what they were made of, though, I feel like more of them you would enjoy.
No, usually when I go to a restaurant and I ask for something like, I don't know, chicken parmesan.
Yeah.
I'm expecting chicken to come out.
All right, fair enough. All right, well, your top 5, you have scorpion and walking mushroom hot pot, mandrake and basilisk omelet, roast basilisk, grilled kelpie, and golem field veggie lunch. That's what it's labeled as.
Great.
Not happy with that?
I'm just gonna starve.
Blackout, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're gonna starve?
Wait, the omelet was one of those, right?
The omelet was one of them.
Yeah, the omelet looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna eat the omelet.
Amazing. All right, let's get out of this mini game. How do we get out of this? Pull up our timer. Let's see where we're at. We're probably quite a bit of time in. That was a little bit long. All right, well, on to our next thing on the itinerary, Fallout. What'd you think?
What did I think?
Yeah.
Better than the first season. Not to say the first season was bad.
I agree.
But it was pretty good. Pretty good.
I agree. My big problem with it is that we ended the season, spoilers, with all of them not together again.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
Yeah, I know. I've heard the theory. It's
in the games, you can only have one companion.
Yeah, that's great. I spent most of this season not giving a hoot about Maximus's because I hate the Brotherhood of Steel, right? And it feels like, because I mostly care about Lucy's storyline. Right?
I'm about to give you a hot take.
And
Maximus is the best character.
The Ghoul's the best character, by and large.
That's just biased because you get
more from him?
All right, technical difficulties. Every 30 minutes you're going to see a cut. Because it's all the camera will do. Pretty bare bones right now. We were talking about Fallout.
Yeah, and how the Ghoul is absolutely the best character.
No.
Yes.
No. Maximus, I mean, he didn't get much screen time this season, but...
You can leave this in.
What are we doing?
Just wanted to make sure it was recording. Ah! Okay, sorry, that was loud. I'll cut that. Yeah.
First episode. Maximus is the best character because he's getting the hero, or the... What did I say before?
Hero's journey?
Yeah, well, he's getting a hero's journey. The Ghoul doesn't have any kind of real journey.
He has a redemption arc.
He's... Win. Everything he does is still kind of underhanded. He left Maximus to fight the fucking Deathclaws alone.
Yeah, but also he decided that making an effort to stop the Legion, even though it backfired. I mean, he even says, either something good or something stupid. So he trying to do something good.
And then he started a war. Because they ended up getting the scroll.
It ended up being something stupid, but... It was intention.
It's weird how every time the Ghoul makes a decision, it's the wrong one.
Well, yeah, because he's canonically the evil character, the bad playthrough.
Correct.
Yeah, so I don't know. It just his story is way more interesting, and I wanted.
Yeah, because he gets 90% of this. He gets more than Lucy.
Okay, well, I agree. He has more than Lucy, which is kind of.
So of course you're going to be
annoying.
like, oh, he's get the most character development because he has the most screen time.
Yeah, I agree. I agree that it is kind of annoying that he has more than she does. I do want her to have more because it's the Vault Dweller.
I want Maximus to have more.
I want all three of them to be in the same place.
That would be nice.
Yeah, and then we just don't have to worry about
plus dog meat, that's 4 companients. That's 3 companions total. Too many.
Yes, I get it.
What do you think about the war coming?
I think it should be... I mean, the NCR is there. So I think I don't know. I don't know how much our characters are going to have to do with it. Maybe they're going to reactivate the Securitrons and save the day last minute or some kind of thing.
They could. That reminds me. I understand they're trying not to make one of the endings canon, but it annoys me because in trying to not make one of the endings canon, they've made a bunch of other endings canon. Like, what's his name? Yes Man. Yes Man's body is in there.
Oh, cool.
Did you do the Free Wasteland ending of New Vegas?
I got a single ending where I killed House. That was all I know.
Which character did you align with? The robot?
It's been a long
with
time.
With a smiley face. Robot with smiley face.
Did I align with the robot?
Yeah, did you team robot?
I snuck my way in and killed House.
Did you even beat the game?
Does that not beat the game?
No.
You do other stuff?
Yes. So
I thought that was the end.
There's the Free Wasteland ending where you work with, it's basically anarchy,
okay,
right? Where you work with Yes Man, and at the end of it, Yes Man gets into House's chamber and shuts House down and puts himself into House's screen.
Okay.
And he falls. That was the robot that was in there.
I've seen this. Yes.
Yeah. But House is also still alive, so it's not any of the endings that require you to kill House. Because I'm pretty sure there's like 3 different endings that all require you to kill House. It's been a while since I've played it, but
I got that ending.
The only one I could say for sure isn't canon or isn't a possible ending is Caesar's Legion.
Right, because Caesar's dead.
Yes.
Yeah. Kaiser. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I never beat the game. To be quite honest, I thought I did.
Well, you could have beat it had people not got my hopes up and looked too much into dumb shit online.
Yeah.
So for those of y'all that don't know, there was rumors going around that they were going to shadow drop either Fallout 3 remastered or Fallout New Vegas remastered, or even better, both, with the final episode of the TV show. Did that happen?
No.
You want to know the evidence of why this was going to happen?
Yeah, they pushed the episode up.
They moved the episode back.
Yep.
Right. If you go both Fallout 3 Ultimate Edition or whatever it was called and Fallout New Vegas Ultimate Editions were like $6. Super cheap. You get like everything that comes with them. It was almost like a last chance to get these because something better's coming out. If you search Fallout on Steam, right, you get, it says 12 results, right? But only 10 results show up. Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 were gone. And also, there was, I don't remember exactly how Steam works, but there's something to do with, like, they start removing pictures, right? And whenever they did Oblivion Remastered, they did the exact same thing. Like, a few days prior, they started removing, like, pictures or something like that, changed some of the files before they dropped it. And they did the exact same thing with both of these games. No games.
So you're disappointed.
I am 100% disappointed. It was
okay to be disappointed.
It was the intent for us to be able to talk about the remasters.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, we did talk about that. We're like, we can't talk about anything Fallout because we might have to talk about the remasters. I was going to play New Vegas. You're going to play 3.
Oh, yeah, and there was a timer online. But the timer was run by Amazon, who produces the show. And
it was just for the last episode releasing?
No, the timer... So it was like a map, right? And had these locations. You could go walk through this like 3D location. And then there was a timer, had the Lucky 38, a picture of the Lucky 38 casino. And everyone was like, this timer's for the shadow drop. No, it's for just the 3D walk around of Lucky 38. Which, yes, makes sense, but all the other evidence was there. You know what I'm saying? So it becomes confirmation bias.
It was like you were doing your own personal little fucking game theory.
Yeah, it becomes confirmation bias. You're like, oh, well, there's this timer too.
Yeah.
So that's got to be evidence. And then you put it in the pot, even though the evidence around the timer all say, hey, it's a 3D experience, dumbass.
Yeah, unfortunately. Did not happen. Yeah, didn't happen. But, you know what? Fallout.
The show was good.
Show was fantastic. Season 2, better than Season 1, and I had no complaints about Season 1.
Yeah, I'm fucking... What do you think? So we're talking spoilers. That's the Lone Wanderer. Not Lone Wanderer. That's Courier 6, 100%. The sniper at the end.
Oh, sure.
They can tell me it's not, and I don't believe them.
Sure.
That is Courier 6.
I don't know. I don't know the lore well enough for that.
Courier 6 is who you play as.
I understand that, but I'm saying, like,
So it's pretty widely, if you can't throw it up on screen for the city, it's pretty widely agreed upon that I think it's called mercenary armor, that some of the NCR wear, is Courier 6's armor.
But how come there can't be other mercenary people?
There can be. But they played the Fallout New Vegas theme.
That's true, they did.
Along with the sniper.
So you're saying that they're like, this is Courier 6.
Well, we're not going to admit it's Courier 6, but this is Courier 6.
That makes sense.
Because also,
I'll buy into it. They never say anything other counter, then it's a fact, right?
I think they're fucking with us. They're trying to fuck with us because the power armor they found a weird weapons cache of all kinds of random and unique weapons and shit in the middle of New Vegas.
Yeah, and there's an NCR branded power armor.
Well, there's an NCR branded power armor with a 07. They're fucking with us. They're like, oh,
it's not 6.
It's not 6. Even though, in my headcanon, and this is what's going to be true, no one can fucking tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe calm down now, it's just a smidge, but yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, family friendly-ish.
No one can tell me I'm wrong. That is Courier 6's hideout, or like his weapons cache.
And you think the ghoul just broke in?
Yes.
You just knew where it was? I thought it was the ghouls.
Well, there's a theory that the ghoul is Courier 6. 100%. There's a theory that the ghoul is Courier 6. I'm going to put it to bed right now. It makes zero sense because the ghoul
exists pre-war.
Correct.
Yeah.
But what does pre-war have to do with anything?
I don't think... There's no indication that Courier 6 existed pre-war.
Doesn't matter if there was no indication. There's no backstory.
Okay, so put it to bed for me then, because apparently you haven't put it to bed for yourself.
In the final episode, the ghoul talking to House, he insinuates it's the first time he's talked to him since
right, and
pre-war.
Right, and how he would have already talked to House.
He would have already talked to him if he was Courier 6. So the ghoul is not Courier 6.
Also, just throwing in a little bit of continuity ruiner here. House would have recognized, what am I trying to say here? House would have been like, when the Courier 6 in the game comes up to him,
he starts calling him Cooper Howard.
He'd have been like, "Oh, Mr. Howard." Yeah. You know, not
especially because his entire Doomsday theory revolved around Cooper Howard.
Yeah.
He literally his daughter's birthday is the date that the world was going to be ended.
Yeah.
Or no. That they were past the point of no return or whatever.
Yeah. So I think even though they'd have to retroactively change the game for that to be the fact, it still is a data point against the ghoul being the Lone Wanderer.
Yeah, but people have been talking about that theory all over the place.
Or not the Lone Wanderer, but the Courier 6. No, I understand. Yeah. People are allowed to be wrong about theories.
People are allowed to be wrong about theories. Well, what were some highlights of the show?
I enjoyed watching the rad roaches kill a bunch of people. To be honest, and I love Norm. Hold on, Norm. I need every time they give us one scene of Norm in an episode, I'm furious because I want more Norm.
I think Norm is the actual protagonist.
I think might actually be the actual Volty that we're supposed to be following.
All this other stuff is side stuff.
Yeah, and setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know what? Even better, you know why he's leaving? Or what he's going to go do now? He's going to go try to find Lucy.
Yeah.
What do you do in Fallout 3?
You find your son.
You go to find
your dad.
Yeah, your dad. What do you do in Fallout 4?
Find your son.
So now it's a brother going to find a sister.
What do you do in Fallout 1? Find a water chip.
Find a water chip.
Which the water chip is going out has gone out in Vault 30.
Dude.
What's their vault?
Their vault is 31.
31.
I am or are they 33? Shit. Anyways, I am so down with Norm getting way more screen time in season 3. But his storyline, I loved it the whole time. When they choked his ass out and they were like, I'm like, oh, all these Vaulties gonna die. All these fucking management from before. Oh, and then when I was like, I saw him closing the door, keeping Norm out, and I was like, oh, they're about to just storm the gates in there.
You want to know something that pissed me off a little bit?
What's that?
When the bugs got in, right? The girl.
Oh, she was in there. Yeah,
she was in there, hand on the door, and you saw a spurt of blood, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, she died.
I know. Okay.
I was like, sad moment, but it'll show Norm
The reality of this world.
Yeah, the reality of the wasteland. He's like, oh, I kind of like this girl. She's dead. She's gone. Right? And then I remember I said it to my wife while we were watching. Norm walks through there, grabs her. I'm like, that's plot armor.
She did have plot armor because
100%.
by all accounts, she should be dead.
Yeah.
Like, that was one sticking point for me, and that one scene is that I was like, damn, he's gonna go in there and see your body dead. And then she goes, I'm like, so did she, like, kill all the rad roaches, like, in her dying state, fucking Rambo style?
Dude, the murder, the murder technique of rad roaches, way more terrifying than I would ever insist.
Oh, yeah, dude.
The games. They go straight for the neck.
They go straight for the neck.
Immediately. They just know. It hurts my neck just thinking
It's
about
so, like, I thought seeing the death claws fully rendered and like, in
it. Yeah, it was cool.
It was so cool. But then when I saw the rad roaches, it's those little things you don't think about when you're like looking for the series. Like, I'm like, of course you want to see a death claw. But you know what you also want to see? You also want to see the main enemy you fight at the beginning of every game.
Yeah, they're like
tearing through people.
They're the Skyrim rats.
They're the Skyrim rats. Yeah.
You don't think like, oh, they're rad roaches. They're not going to be that deadly.
You go.
They just murked like 37 people.
Yeah, 100%. Absolutely loved it. What are some other highlights?
By the way, on the plot armor thing, did you see how she survived?
No.
Did you catch it?
No.
There was one. She had some blood on her neck, but there was one dead next to her because she stabbed it with a fucking screwdriver.
Yeah, but how did the rest of them die? That's my thing.
How did the rest of the rad roaches?
Yeah.
They might have escaped.
No, there's a whole bunch of them laying dead in the room. Literally, all the people are dead. All the rad roaches dead. She's the only living creature left in the room. That's why it was a sticking point. It was.
She's a companion.
Plot armor.
Plot armor.
But now, tell you what, now her plot armor's on cooldown.
Stay on the bugs. Fucking the rad scorpions.
Ooh, good.
That was dope. I got bad experience with the rad scorpions.
Yeah.
So, not gonna lie. Gave me the willies watching that. I wish I had recorded it when I was doing my playthrough of Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I had built like an Iron Man armory of
I remember you showing me, yeah.
Of power armors, right? I was collecting like every type of power armor in the game. Well, there was part of it was one of the DLCs. You can build a base inside a vault, right?
Yeah.
You have to clear out different parts of it.
Yeah,
and there was part of it that, have you done it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. There's part of it where there's a shit ton of rad scorpions.
Yeah.
First time they popped up, took off running. I'm like, no thank you.
Yeah.
I legitimately played Driving with the Top Down from Iron Man 1.
Brought your armor back.
And then I went to the place, put the armor on, did it in first person, so I got the whole.
Yeah.
Played that music, went down there, smoked them all. Still terrified, even though I'm in a fucking.
Oh, I don't blame you. There's also some death claws down there too. In one of the sections.
Yes, they weren't as scary though, because they're not scorpions.
Death claws kind of lose their scare factor after a bit. They're just kind of like I have so much stuff and I didn't save. I have so much and I didn't save. Yeah, no, I get that. Back to the show. That's what's relevant, right?
Yes, this rat scorpion's in the show though.
Yeah.
Just as terrifying.
I love that they're like people love seeing the things from the game in season 1. We need to bring out all the stops.
Oh, you mean like a faithful adaptation of the game?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
right.
It's a new story, but it's the game. It's not whatever director's vision of the game.
Yeah, and you know what? As one little last thing towards the semi-ending, I applaud their decision to have Lucy put the mind control chip in her father.
No. She should have blown his head off. I'm getting tired of the nice stuff.
Oh, no.
I'm getting so sick of it.
No. But that's her whole thing.
Doesn't matter. In the first season, she had this whole whole arc where she realized like this is the wasteland. She's gonna have to kill people sometimes. Yeah. And then episode 1, she goes right back to I don't want to shoot him. I'm gonna shoot him in the ass. No, they did a great callback with it in the vault where he shot him in the ass.
Yeah.
Right, he shot her father in the ass. But other than that, like, she had already went through this arc of like, sometimes you're gonna have to kill people, and then she went right back to her companion is being hung with barbed wire around the neck.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna shoot him in the ass.
Yeah, okay, but in that scene, for instance, she has learned to treat him like he treats her with a little bit less.
Doesn't matter. She does it with everybody.
And
she's
wasn't
too scared to kill anybody the entire season.
Yeah, but she knew that he was going to be fine.
Okay, but this should have been the moment where like, no,
No, I
this
disagree.
person has hurt so many people.
I disagree.
He's lied to me my entire life. Is he
I
even
think
my
it's-
father?
No, but I think it's more of a punishment.
No.
Yeah.
Because
Because
she's going to probably take care of his ass now.
no. They sent him walking.
Oh, did he start walking?
Yeah, he started walking. He's
By the
gone.
way, should have blown his brains out.
She sent him back to the vault. I
Bang.
think.
What was that gun he gave her?
I have no clue. I don't remember
It
it from
didn't
the
even
games.
look open on the front.
Yeah,
it looked
no.
like a little canister.
Yeah, it looked like a little canister. Hey there, darling. Handed you a gun that don't work. I know you ain't gonna use it, but you don't.
You're
know
sure
that.
as shit she wasn't going to use it?
Yeah, I think it's a better ending that way. It's more like that scene in X-Men Origins Wolverine where the one mind control lady grabs Stryker and goes, "Start walking till your feet bleed and keep walking." It's kind of like that because he's mind controlled. He's just gonna go.
Yeah, but I still think she should have just...
Would they agree to disagree on that?
Because if she's supposed to be like the main villain for the protagonist, right?
Yeah.
There are some times in the game where you just need to, for the betterment of everybody, you need to kill somebody. Killing is not, in the games at least,
Yeah.
is not always a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, and she does a couple times. She kills those
When
ghouls.
she's high,
The Kings. What did the Kings do wrong? Sorry, not to sidetrack here. What did the Kings do? Why did the Kings deserve that?
well, they were all ghouls.
Yeah.
They weren't ghouls in the game.
No, that's what I'm saying. The Kings were like, they were cool. I like the Kings. Right?
That's fan service. They wanted to show people.
Yeah, they wanted to show people, hey, your favorite gang of kind of ne'er-do-well do-gooders from the game, we made them all ghouls. They're dead.
I didn't really like the Kings, so.
That's where you get
I'm Brotherhood of
the
Steel,
dog.
dude.
I can't remember the dog's name. Is it still Dog Meat?
Yeah, dog
The robot dog, yeah. Brotherhood of Steel is garbage.
I am Brotherhood of Steel in every
yeah,
game.
of course you would. Garbage.
Yeah, I get the power armor. It's like modern day fucking knight armor, which I mean they call them paladins and stuff like that anyway. So
Yeah. All right, anything else you want to talk about Fallout 4 before we move on? Fallout 4. Fallout TV show, Fallout Season 2.
anything else you like about it?
I mean, there's plenty. There's plenty, but we can go on and on about it. We could always come back to another episode. If
All right, two things. One,
Yeah.
best episode. Two, what would you rate the show?
best episode would be... I know it's counter to what I just said,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's the episode... Was it episode 3? No. Was it 4? The episode where Maximus goes out with Paladin...
The envoy from the
Yeah, the envoy from the Commonwealth. Because first off, great actor.
Yeah.
I don't want to pronounce his name because I will pronounce it incorrectly. Because I always do. I don't want to be rude. But he's a great actor. I like the whole hot dog thing throughout the whole of it. And then the ending of that episode,
I think I just started a war.
I think it just started a war. And of course, that's the whole episode where we get a lot of time with the ghoul running around basically doing side quests. Like he's the main protagonist. Lucy's basically on the stake the whole time during the episode. And then that's the episode where you get a hint of the ghoul still wanting to have some good in him, where he goes and did something good or something stupid. Turns out to be something stupid, but
What would you rate the show overall?
rate the show overall out of what?
10.
Out of 10? This season or both seasons?
10.2, just in case something pushes over.
Yeah. Out of this, like both seasons or just season 2?
Season 2.
Season 2, I'll give it a 9.5.
You don't leave much room for things
No,
to improve.
No, because it was pretty good. I don't know what else they nailed. You know what that 0.5 drop is?
Huh.
Too much Brotherhood of Steel nonsense about their civil war, and for them not even to do it, they all turned against each other. Remember?
Yeah, it's civil war against each other.
Yeah, but they were like, we're a civil war against the Commonwealth.
You didn't watch the after credit scene.
I didn't. What was the after credit scene?
Brotherhood of Steel found the plans for Liberty Prime. So it's
they're bad guys,
it's
yeah?
gonna be a 3-way war.
Oh, cool. So Legion, NCR, and Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Oh, so then our protagonists get to decide who wins, like in the game.
Yes.
That's fun.
And it's gonna be interesting because no one's gonna want Caesar's Legion to win.
No, if you want Caesar's Legion to win, you're wrong.
Right. Guarantee. Lucy's probably gonna choose the NCR.
Yeah.
And Maximus is probably gonna feel a pull towards choosing the Brotherhood.
I think that's no. I don't think that's true. I think he's gonna pull towards the NCR because the NCR was who
They did save him. Yeah,
saved him.
right.
They saved him initially. They were what was it? Shady Sands.
Yeah.
Right? They were the ones keeping Shady Sands safe, and they just saved him now from the death clause, and are there to help the people. It's specifically what he wants to do.
Right.
He's NCR all the way. So I think they're both going to NCR it.
I know I said Maximus is my favorite, but
Thaddeus is pretty fun.
well, Thaddeus is pretty fun. I would be torn for my favorite episode between the one where I don't remember what episode it is, where the ghoul is on the spike.
Mm-hmm. I don't know,
Like,
it's like 5 or 6.
Yeah, trying not to turn
6, I
into
think.
a feral ghoul.
Yeah.
And then the obviously the finale because
My name is Cooper. Cooper Howard.
make fun of people's pain. And then the finale, just because you finally get to see power armor in like the whole fight.
Yeah.
Between the power armor and all the death claws.
It's how it would be in the game.
Peak.
Peak.
Fucking. And then I got thrown for a loop that, the subvert expectations thing.
Yeah.
Normally I don't like it, but this time I loved it because Thaddeus makes the big bet and then he just stands there looking all proud. I'm like, this motherfucker's not gonna go help.
Yeah, and he did.
And then that reaction, I gotta reload.
Yeah, and then what I was about to say a minute ago. So I'm glad you brought it back around to that. 9.3 is now my score.
Because of Thaddeus.
Why? Because of Thaddeus.
Because he's gotta be a mastermind.
Because he's got his dirty ass fucking feet are first and foremost.
You
in the
lowered
fucking
it?
frame. I lowered it because that came to mind. Like,
No, that was funny.
0.2 lower, specifically because his nasty ass feet are on screen.
Nah, that was funny.
That
I liked it.
It was a funny scene. The second he went, he's like, I gotta reload. And it's sitting. I was like,
I'd give it an 8.7. There's room to make it even better than it already is.
Yeah. 9.3, 8.7 with an average of. Actually, I think that puts us directly at an average of 9. So our overall score for the season is 9. Very nice. All right, so we can do an organic transition, but here's the thing: we have only 6 minutes before that's going to stop recording.
Correct.
Technical diff. I'm going to put a transition like that there.
Yeah.
So we're talking about RE9 next. Resident Evil 9. Yeah, fantastic.
What have you seen about it, and what do you not want to know?
Okay, so first off, I heard RE9 is coming out, and I replayed every RE game that's been remastered. I played Resident Evil.
Yeah. Through whose Steam library?
Through your Steam library. I played RE2 remaster. I played RE4 remaster. I played RE.
Interesting. You skip RE3 remastered.
That's a remaster.
It's not good.
It's not good.
The RE3 remaster is not good.
Yeah, I did skip it because I heard not great things. So RE4, and then I replayed. I tried playing a little bit of RE5 again, but like it's not as fun without having a second player.
They're supposed to be
remastering. I heard, yeah. But so I tried that, but it's not as fun without having a second player because the AI is garbage.
Correct.
So I stopped, and then I don't have RE6, nor would I probably want to play. That's also another one that's really good to play.
RE5 sometime.
Yeah, let's play RE5 and N6 because they're both really good
difficulty.
Yeah. And then jump to RE7.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy that one. You're welcome.
Yeah, because I had that on Xbox.
Yeah. Bought RE7, fantastic game. Really scary. I forgot how scary like first person in RE game can be. And then I played RE8 again, and I played it again second time in the classic third person. So I was really excited. And then I've only seen that they're going to do split perspective. Really, that's about it. I know that Grace is one character and Leon is the other. Grace is going to be in the first person, and Leon is going to be in third person. That's all I know.
All right, let's start with a good baseline.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Resident Evil.
Yeah, me too.
Who bought the games?
Be important. Man. I'm not
Okay.
a fan.
I'm a huge fan. I need to know if your opinions on what things I say are going to be valid or invalid.
Okay.
What is the best Resident Evil game?
Best RE4.
RE4?
4.
Or 4 Remastered?
Well, remaster is obviously cream of the crop because it's remastered.
Okay, so you're kind of valid, not 100% valid. The correct answer would have been RE2 Remake.
I
Best
disagree
one.
on that.
How many times did you play through it?
Twice. One for each side. And then I know you gotta do it again. So
You got to go back and then play as the other character first.
Too much.
No.
Too much.
The story changes. There's
Anyways,
different things.
RE4 is mine. RE2 is yours, but go ahead.
I was just seeing if you're semi-valid.
Oh.
Semi-valid.
Are you trying to tell me, is it going to be more similar to RE2? Is there going to be
Yes.
4 branching paths, or 4 paths, essentially?
No, well, we don't know that.
Okay.
We don't know if we're going to be able to, at least so far as I've seen, there may be info out on it. We don't know if we're going to be able to choose when we switch, or like choose who to start with,
Or if it's scripted.
or if it's scripted as to when you switch to people.
That makes sense.
I'm kind of hoping you get to choose because I would love the opportunity to play through the game 4 times. It'd be fantastic.
If they let you choose your perspective, are you going to, do you have a preference?
My soul wants to say first person the entire time because I love, even though RE2 is my current favorite, I love the new perspective of first person in
It's
Resident Evil.
scarier.
It's scarier.
Yeah, it's scary.
It's scary. It becomes less of just an action puzzle game and
Mhm.
more of like I'm an adult man. In third person, when a liquor jumps from the ceiling into my viewpoint,
Pretty spooky.
I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
So
Scariest part of RE8 for me in third person was like the fucking Heisenberg's area with the soldats in first person. That's so scary.
the soul dance.
So the robot zombies.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
that
like
is
super
terrifying.
scary. Replaying it, putting it in third person, not the same vibe. Like they're kind of goofy looking.
Yep.
To be honest.
I think the way I'm gonna play it is I'm gonna do it the intended way, which
Mhm.
is I don't remember her first name.
Grace.
Ashcroft. Grace Ashcroft
Yeah.
is going to be played in first person,
Mhm.
and I'll play Leon in third person because I feel like the backflips are gonna look weird in first person.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you'll even have animations if you do stuff like that. It'll probably just turn into punches or something like
that's
that.
probably fair. Well, the way that it does it in like RE8 when you get the DLC for the third person
Mhm.
is if it's supposed to be in first person, it will like zoom in to where it's first person. So it'll probably it might do a quick zoom out to like the whoosh because it already changes perspective.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So you'll still see it, and then it'll go back into first person, which I think would have eliminated a bit of the scare factor. But
From what I've seen, it's supposed to be a blend of RE2/RE4.
Right.
We're skipping RE3. And RE6 and 7 and 8.
Mhm.
So you don't know anything about what's supposed to be happening in the game?
I know a little bit of what you told me. That there's a gun called the
Requiem.
Requiem that you'll pass back and forth.
Yes.
But part of me thinks that it has to be. Well, I guess it could be scripted one way and then scripted the other way.
So have you seen any cutscenes from it?
Mm-mm.
Can I show you a cutscene?
Sure.
Cool.
I've been going dark because I just don't want it spoiled. I don't want For instance, one of my pet peeves about horror games is when they show the monsters in the trailer. Like that one monster that's already in the trailer. I saw in one of when they announced the game, about they were showing the light, how it avoids the light, but then eventually it learns to go up and disable the lights and stuff like that. And I hate that I've already seen that monster because now it's going to be less scary for me later.
Can I tell you what the virus is going to be?
I think I know what virus it is.
What virus?
It's the E virus, right?
Oh, I don't know what the letter is, but do you know what's special about this virus?
No. You turn the volume down?
You can pull a clip of this up, throw it up on the screen. Look at this G. This is one of the times that they're going to be... Oh, wait, hold on. You don't need to see all that.
She just looks like she's having a
There
bad
you go.
time. Oh, there's the monster.
And he's firing the Requiem right now.
Requiem?
What did I say?
Requiem? Requiem!
So this is what they mean by it's going to pass off at some points. And look at how much of a G Leon is. He's staring down a hallway
Okay.
because he swears he sees something, right?
And did he?
Well, just watch him.
Uh-oh.
Not good. This
Uh-oh.
I love this because it seems a little bit like it's gonna be like the Murder Hotel.
Yeah.
H. Holmes, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you think we're gonna be in
See,
this one location?
Did you see that he was being watched? Liam was being watched from a different angle.
No.
All right, let me go back real quick.
Is that what I saw the green?
Leon's being watched from a different angle, right?
Oh.
Leon can't even see the person.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this motherfucker.
Watching.
He's like, hold on, wait a minute. Can't even see him.
Here's something.
He's like, oh, we're not alone in here.
He's like, you're gonna need this more than me.
Yep.
I'm about to go box.
Gets rid of his only gun, I'm pretty sure. He's gonna go just
the only visible gun.
Summers.
Richard. He's got his Ashite case.
and he's gonna go somersault that dude.
He's
You
gonna
know
go,
what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's gonna go grab him by the neck and fucking throw him to the ground. All right, fair enough.
I think it's gonna be cool.
I think it's gonna be cool. That was a cool angle. That was a cool shot. We get that in a lot of the cutscenes, stuff like those kind of angles and that kind of like almost, not meta horror, but like, I don't know. It's more thriller-esque. You know what I mean? Stuff like that in there to really kind of give it some fresh vibes in the horror genre.
But something I
I
hope
like that.
for is, I hope the Requiem doesn't always follow the playable character.
So you hope that you have time. Like for instance, you hope that you can play as Leon there without
Like
it.
I'm hoping that you are playing as Grace there, right?
Yeah.
The Requiem should be like a late game thing.
Yeah.
Because it's basically a hand cannon.
Yeah.
Super weapon.
It's your Magnum. It's your Magnum.
It'd be like the Lightning Hawk.
Yeah.
If you remember that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you play as Grace there at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And then when she sees Leon and he hands the Requiem over, doing a weird, like he's so extra all the time, you know what I'm saying? Hands it to her. You flip to Leon.
Yeah, and then you'll eventually, as soon as his section ends, you'll go play what she did.
Yeah.
Or if it's the 4 storyline one, maybe you do have to follow the Requiem, and then that's the like if it were the opposite, right?
There's a term for it in stories that it's like the
A side, B side, yeah, or whatever.
No, I'm saying like where the story follows an item, right?
Oh, I have no clue.
Yeah.
But like if you were playing the B side, maybe instead Leon keeps the Requiem and you're gonna play his side with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, if
Yes.
they do where you can.
Yes. So
multiple
instead,
storylines.
if he hands it over, we're gonna go play Grace's side, right?
But in his, he would keep it.
He would
hand
keep
her
it.
something else, maybe.
Yeah, or nothing at all, and she goes get fuck Grace, I guess. But
It's gonna be interesting though.
yeah, I agree.
The coolest thing I think about Grace's part,
Mhm.
which I'm super excited for,
Okay.
it is going to be survival horror ramped to 1,000,000.
Yeah.
Because
Scary, spooky, like it.
RE7 is or was a what's the word I'm looking for here? It was more like an action horror.
RE7, you mean RE8?
RE8 was more of action horror.
Yeah.
RE7 was kind of horror,
yeah.
but there was still action because ammo was mostly available
Mostly.
until you hit like something really hard and it
Yeah.
made you expend it all. This time, 90%, at least the way they're portraying it, 90% of the time, Grace is kind of just defenseless. She actually has a unique craftable that she can make where she has to go up to knocked down zombies and basically, it looks like she sticks a vial in the back of their head, right? To extract fluids. And then she can turn that into some kind of virus that will kill the zombies.
So she's a stealth and kill him.
Yeah, so she stealths and kills them, which that goes into the type of virus it is, because this new virus lets some of them retain their memories.
Interesting.
So they give an example of like if you come across a zombie maid, she may be cleaning. If you come across the zombie front desk worker, he may be just moving keys back and forth. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into being able to stealth around them because if you pay attention to who they are and what they're doing,
There's a possibility that you can just track their routines.
yeah, sneak right by them. And so it's going to be super exciting to the point of like you have no ammo, you have nothing. On top of that, when you have ammo, have you seen the comparisons of those two aiming?
No.
In first person, right? Grace is doing this.
Right, and Leon's just cool, the cucumber.
Kills a cucumber. So even when you have ammo, are you going to be able to hit? Who knows?
Probably not.
And then
Probably
you're
not.
you're left down with only one option, which is find a way to down them.
Yeah.
extract syrup from them, make something to stab into either the same one or something different.
Yeah. Interesting. I'll be eager to see more about how it develops, because also what my favorite parts of the RE is always how it the different ways it'll mutate things, right?
Yes.
Because everyone mutates them in different ways, and I'm just like, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see further what mutations. Like, I'm losing my words here.
Yeah.
That can be caused, because like I've seen the granny. I don't know, the one big monster that Leon just shot and killed. They showed. Yeah. Hopefully that's not the only one. Otherwise, spoiler on where that monster just gets ousted in a cutscene. But that's pretty cool. Like, it's almost like he's Chihuahua'd it, right? Got the big eyes and everything. I'd be eager to see how it further mutates things along the line, because it's always so cool to see the amazing monsters they can create. Also, one of my favorite parts of RE is that they give you the statues you can actually go back and look at, so you can actually look in full detail on the sculptures that they've made.
So, what would you say that you absolutely want to happen that has not been confirmed to happen?
Want to happen?
Number one pick of what you want to happen. Story-wise, gameplay-wise.
I'm a fan of connection, so I want Chris Redfield to be in here, at least part of the... you agree? I want him because he seemed... Even though... Listen, Leon is my favorite of the two. Like, those are the two... big male macho man machismos of the series.
I want my baby boulder puncher. You know what I'm saying?
But Chris seems to be the more through line. Like, he's got the most. He is in Stars. I forget.
Yeah. So was Leon.
No. Is Leon in Stars?
No, Leon was not in Stars. You're right.
Thank you. He's in Stars. So he's got a more global impact. That's why we see him at the Baker farm. That's why we see him in the Village of Shadows.
So he's there because he now works for Blue Umbrella.
Blue Umbrella?
Correct.
I must have missed that.
So there's Umbrella.
Yep, Red Umbrella.
Well, no, it's just Umbrella.
No, Red Umbrella. Go ahead.
It's just Umbrella.
And then Blue Umbrella.
It's just Umbrella.
I didn't know that part of the fact, but...
obviously, they create the viruses.
Yeah.
There was Stars team. The strategic... I can't remember. I knew it at one point.
I was waiting to see.
It's like... I think it ends in Response Squad or something like that, but... Find out.
No, you're gonna tell me in just a second. Keep going.
Then you have BSAA, which is what Chris works under in Resident Evil 5.
Yes, I remember BSAA. That's right.
And then there is Chris goes over to Blue Umbrella, which is also an anti-bioterrorism group, and that's who he works under in 7 and 8.
Tell me right now, what does STAR stand for?
The Strategic Tactical. Am I close? Am I right so far? No?
I mean, we got one word kind of close.
One word kind of close.
Yeah, go ahead. Just bring it out. Just shoot it out.
Strategic Tactical Armed Response Squad.
No, it is the Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Yeah,
that's fine.
Anyways,
I knew it at one point.
But anyways, Chris is the one with the more global scale. He's in far more places, right? So I feel like it makes sense for him to show up at this incident, right? He may not necessarily be part of the story in full, but maybe he's on the outside.
He will be in DLC when they release it.
Right, and they'll be like, Leon, this is Chris. We have you guys inside, but we can't make it through the blah, 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 or something like that, right? But I just want him to show up, so I want that. As far as want versus need, right?
Yeah.
Well, something I need. Give me a second. I'll think about it. What do you want?
What do I want?
Yeah.
Chris Redfield.
So we're in agreement.
100%.
We're in agreement.
He is my favorite Resident Evil character. I just love the idea that there's a walking tank.
Yeah.
Who he is not. He's not taking a virus.
No, yeah.
He can just straight up deck Wesker.
yeah. He can just cold cock him. Yep.
He can freaking move a boulder 6 times his size with a headbutt.
Yeah. He uppercuts it,
like,
if I recall.
And I remember I showed you a video the other day. Like, he fights like a freaking caveman wrestler, even with a rifle in his hands.
Yeah.
It's just, it feels like Chris is the personification of like old school, like man games, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Gears of War.
It's like Contra. I'm sure.
No, like Gears of War, right? It's like these are just dudes being dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's a big old. I'm a brick shit house. And
yeah.
that's what I do. That's
It's dudes
my whole,
being bros.
Yeah. Oh, they made him kind of skinny in the last 2 games.
And what do I need? I need for Leon not to die. Because
he's like 50.
This is confirmed. They said the last game Leon will
because he's like 60.
be in. Yes.
He's old.
Yes.
Yeah. What do I need? I need to be in this game. The static in my brain is just fuzzing. I don't know if there's anything I need from it. You know what I need?
What's that?
I need a silly collectible throughout the whole game.
Like the bears or raccoons or whatever they were.
Like the raccoons in the bobbleheads.
That makes sense. Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah, the bobbleheads. Or like the little Salvador dolls in RE4.
Salvador dolls.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that noise is all I gotta say. Yeah, they were sitting there like, I want a fun collectible that I could just hear, listen for, and then spot and go. Because that is one of my favorite things. I hear. I'm like, all right, where are you at? You spend like 5 minutes looking around the scenery.
Would you say that RE9 is your most anticipated game that's coming out this year so far that you've seen?
Yes, only because
you don't know of any other games.
I haven't
out.
kept up with other games coming out.
Okay, well, yeah,
I'm
answer is
I'm more hip on TVs and movies right now than I am video games. Not that I don't love video games, but I haven't kept up with them as wholeheartedly.
Well, my answer is yes. It is my most anticipated so far.
Me too.
Because it looks so good.
It looks really good.
It's so good.
It looks like all the best parts of all the best REs. So
it does. It almost feels like it could be like they turn around and go, "This is the last one ever," because it's peak. We're not going to beat it. But hopefully, they fuck one or two or screw one or two things up. That way, there's room to improve and they make another one. But RE10. Like, that's getting up there. You know what I'm saying?
No, REX, by the way. It'll be REX.
Yeah, you're probably right.
100%. It's going to be Resident Evil X.
What about 11? What are they going to do for that? X1?
No, just do 11.
Oh.
But anything that reaches 10, they always do it as X.
No, it'll be called Resident Evil with some kind of tagline.
Yeah.
That'll have 2 L's in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be implied 11.
Yeah, it'll be implied 11. Yeah. Yeah.
So you said you keep up with movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Iron Lung, babe.
Did you call me babe?
I was gonna say buddy. Buddy.
Iron Lung, babe. What'd you think?
I was gonna say buddy, but my brain stalled out.
Richard, we're brothers. We can't. So yeah. How much time we got before we get started the recording? Okay, cool. Yeah, loved Iron Lung. Absolutely loved it. We're gonna give. I wanted to start off with our out of 10.
Yeah, mine's gonna be lower than yours.
I understand. You want to say it at the same time? You're going to tell me I'm wrong.
I know what you're gonna say.
All right.
I can guess what you're gonna say.
3, 2, 1.
Wait. Mine? I'm
same time. Yeah, same time.
Oh, my bad.
3, 2, 1. 9.8.
I stalled. I gotta think about it.
What do you got? Just gut.
8.9.
That's higher than I thought you'd be.
But it's only that high because I was genuinely surprised. Because we grew up watching Markiplier.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to watch it and constantly be going,
that's Markiplier. Yeah. So real quick, let me give you why mine is so high.
Okay.
I started off legitimately coming out of the theater at a 6.
Okay.
Legitimately. And then I was talking with my partner, and we were chatting, and we were talking about more stuff, and then I go, I'm going to raise it to a 7. Because I was asking questions about it, and we were talking about it, and I was like, damn, that's actually pretty good. And she brought up a couple theories I had, and I was like, all right, I'm going to bring it to an 8. And then we kept chatting, and I'm like, 9. And then I was like, I can't give it a 10. Because obviously, like, there are some issues with it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, it is the product of being made with such a small crew, and relatively, as far as big features go, small budget, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 million is, under 3 million is not huge.
Also, not a lot of material to work off of.
Not a lot of material to work off of.
There is a lot of repetitive dead space.
Yes.
Because the camera is about moving your ship that you can't see outside of and hitting a camera, which he does a lot of in the movie.
Yes. But talking about it more and more, the reason I'm at a 9.8.
Are we spoiling?
Yeah. People have said,
Spoilers.
there's no way you haven't seen it. The reason I'm at a 9.8 is because it didn't answer every one of my questions before I left.
Well, hold on. Let me stop you right there.
What?
You're gonna have to raise your score then. There's a reason it didn't answer all your questions.
You want me to raise it to a 10?
But
how do I go higher than 9.8 without just going to 10? 9.9? 9.9.87?
It is Lovecraftian-esque.
Yeah.
Or cosmic horror, one of the two. The point is that you don't know.
Yeah, well, can I give you an example?
Go for it.
Do you remember the title of that Kristen Stewart movie where she was underwater?
Abyss?
It might be Abyss.
Underwater?
We could probably look it up here, but...
I don't know, I never saw it.
Now I gotta look it
Departure.
up. Kristen Stewart underwater movie. Oh, it's just called Underwater. At the end of the movie, spoiler, what do?
I don't know.
They show you Cthulhu. 100%.
That defeats the purpose.
It does, right? They spell out for you. That's a cosmic horror, technically, still. Cosmic horror film or thriller film. They spell it out for you directly. This is what this is. Name one time we get a 100% clear view of the monster. 0.
No, in his mind.
No, in his mind, it still wasn't clear. It was still like marred by blood and all this other things in the way.
Oh, clear view.
Yeah, you never just get a full look at the monster in it, and most of you're just seeing the X-ray. You're just seeing the skeletal system.
Correct.
Right. That for me, infinitely more scary than anything that was coming out.
That's what cosmic horror is.
No, I agree.
But you said that you didn't like that they left some things unanswered.
No, I said I loved that. That's what made me raise my score continuously, was the more I was talking with my partner and the more that we were asking those questions and we were coming up with theories and like reasons, the more I was like, oh my God, he left so much up to debate, but he gave us enough to make all these really good theories and postulations so that we continue to talk about it. And I was like, I just had to keep raising my score.
So, do you understand the actual backstory and lore?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me lay it out for you real quick.
Go for it.
Yeah, people are spacefaring at this point fairly. There's a couple space stations. Then one day everybody wakes up and everybody that was on planets or on surface of Earth or other planets, regardless, gone. The only people who are left, the people in space. And then they discovered a few planets with these. If I recall from the game, it was a few planets that have these oceans of blood, and they were just going to investigate them to see because they had sensed some anomalies through some kind of radar technology or something. And so you are the convict getting sent in. That's the whole premise, like to investigate. And the goal there, they do not intend on you coming back. They're just gonna remotely grab your data and then let you get to the bottom.
I've just watched playthroughs and some more stuff. As far as I remember, there's not a whole lot as far as Eden and the filament station.
There's a couple of like entry logs, if I recall.
But I will say that is probably one of the best additions to it. Is it actually felt like the world was lived in, right? It wasn't just like Easter egg lore that you get a lot in video games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially, I don't know if this was in the game or not, but the best line I think in the entire movie was the. Is it more reasonable to think that
I love that too.
One station got lost and not, or
he said,
or did one station disappeared and not all the planets?
He said, isn't it more likely that we're the ones who vanished and everyone else is still back there looking for us? Or something along those lines. And that line, that was one of those lines that helped me raise my score. I was like, because that's a great question.
Yeah,
it
was really good.
Who vanished? Who disappeared? Who, are they the ones in this strange realm with this ocean? I have my own theory, right? Which I think is probably pretty popular at this point. But I think that all the people that were taken during the Silent Rapture, I think they are that ocean of blood. I think that it might have been in my head space, right? If it's a rapture, right? Mm-hmm. It's a judgment of worthy or unworthy, right? And I think that the vast majority or everyone was judged unworthy. And so they are just this.
But the space stations, though.
The space stations, because they weren't on Earth, they were missed.
So just like a survivor's benefit. They weren't there.
Basically, yeah. They just, because they were in space, whatever governing force that nabbed everything in existence couldn't get them.
Oh, we should also preface, our theaters did not have the audio issues.
So
some of the theaters had audio issues. So our experience was probably a lot better than some others.
what audio issues?
There was an audio issue with like the mixing.
Mhm.
Apparently in some of the theaters, to where I was seeing Penguin Zero talk about it. He said that in his, a lot of the times where there's things talking over each other,
Mhm.
like specifically one scene where the lady is talking over the intercom, and the fish is talking through in Mark's mind as well. You couldn't understand what either of them were saying because of the mixing issue. So we didn't have issues. So our experience was probably a little better than some others. Just preface that. Oh, we before that, I wanted to just clarify that. We're talking about the Eden and the filament station stuff.
Oh, yeah.
He did a really good job of like putting little bits of things in there that, even though he's just a convict in a sub, made it feel real.
Yeah.
Like finding the little glass with the plant in it, right? Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that plant isn't in. The intention of it is it comes from like the tree or whatever, the last tree I think it is.
Yeah.
On Eden. It was nice, and he used it as like a little piece of peace as he went through. Right?
Yeah, I agree. It was nice because it made it feel like, even though the whole set was just this box, this tube, the world was still larger outside of the tube. The constant references to things outside.
Yeah, I think we only left the tube twice. Once when they dropped it in.
We never left the tube.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
at the very end.
Yeah, once when I dropped it in, and then once when
at the end when the data flips to the top.
Yeah. Well, and then also you get a blurry scene of the monster destroying the sub.
What'd you think of the body horror stuff that was added?
Cool.
I thought it was cool. I don't understand it. I mean, I guess the point is not understand.
So what my thinking on it is that this leads into me thinking, because they said it's human blood, right? And then even when the blood comes in, it's oxygenated, right? Yeah. So it's living, because living blood is oxygenated blood. My thought, because the oxygen goes up one, right? My thinking is that that's why when everyone got raptured and they were deemed nil, like they are not worthy to move on, or anyone who did moved on, but everyone who didn't is smashed into this conglomeration of blood, right? And that light being a god or an entity or whatever, or maybe that is all the people who made it. But because this is made up of humans, it is the human consciousness, it is the human being, and it almost seems to have a maliciousness to it, right? Like it is not necessarily... Well, it's not like the blood just sits there on its own, right? It's tumultuous. It's
the rumbling. Fish was talking about him evolving, though, wasn't he?
Correct, or joining the masses, right? My thought is the body horror is just the blood is trying to pull him in physically. Like every time the blood drips on him, it's like trying its damnedest to essentially melt him. Or in the scene where he's like grabbing onto the thing and it starts latching on, it's physically trying to pull him, and that's why he has to pull his arm off.
So the blood is an entity itself.
The blood is an entity itself, yes.
Just couldn't pierce through the
icon. Correct, yes. And that's why the creature, I think, is... I don't know. The motivation of that creature kind of confuses me at times, because it seemed like the creature didn't want anyone else to see the light, right? They didn't want anyone to know about it.
But it showed him. Right. So, and I know it showed him so he can understand, right? So he could be like, hey, you see what it did to you? Don't show people, right? But the creature, you would think, would also want more people to go down there, because it is a resident of the blood that I assume is what it consumes to live. It just literally probably filter feeds like a mollusk or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of questions in there that I think I'm excited to start seeing the videos come out on YouTube and stuff, of people being like, so here's the theory of like what is actually happening, and like, here's how you could interpret this. Things like, for instance, one channel I would love to see cover this is Found Flicks. I think he does good interpretations of horror movies. But I know the grander scope and the fact that it's all hidden from us, it just lands so well. What do you think about the X-ray?
Oh, well, first off, spooky.
Yeah, the idea that it's not... Because they never really say that in the movie. It's just what is it? It's supposed to be inferred, right?
Yeah, but then they said that he was like, it's a pile of bones.
Yeah.
And he comes back up and he goes, it's an X-ray. It's been an X-ray this whole time. So that means the
It's
pile
not
of bones was not just bones.
You were following something
yes.
living.
Yeah, when it said that, when he was like, yeah, it's bones, they're gone now. That's because it's alive and swimming around. Well, I went, scary.
Yeah, because I don't know if that was in the game or not.
I don't think it was.
It was just a camera.
It was just a camera, yeah.
But that's wild. That did you know that Jacksepticeye made an appearance in there?
Yeah, he was the guy who got X-rayed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool. It's cool. So talking about a couple of shortcomings instead of glazing it the whole time. I think the set could have been a little more detailed.
It was basically ripped one for one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a fan of like greebling or like kit bashing. Like I wanted more panels and stuff, but for accuracy's sake, ripped right from the game perfectly. Fine to do so. Like it was either they make it more detailed or they left it the same, and I like them leaving it the same. There were a few scenes
that dragged on.
Well, no, that didn't really bother me because I don't mind sitting in a moment for a bit.
Uh-huh.
There were a few scenes where Markiplier was Markiplier and not Simon, I will say. Like the one scene because he went, fuck!
Oh, yeah.
In particular, I went, hi, Mark. But there were other scenes where perfectly I was engrossed. A scene where he was sitting there in like his insanity talking to the broken speaker. And then he gets up and realizes it's broken and everything. And he starts talking to the entity, knowing that it's in his head. That was really good, well acted. Markiplier's nipples did a great job on set. It was amazing.
What?
There's a big thing going around on the internet right now because he takes his shirt off at one point, and he just on the harness. They're like, the Markiplier nipples. Those are fun.
All right.
You gotta acknowledge the meme culture going around the film at the moment.
I have not seen it.
The film?
No.
The nipples?
Yes.
No, they were there.
No, the meme culture. Jesus.
But yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? It? High points, low points?
Well, can I get to my low points?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Way too much. Nothing. Like.
It started off really slow.
I understand it did start off really slow. I understand that there's only so much you can do with a sub you can't see out of and taking pictures. But we could have done with less scenes of the move forward. Move. Move.
Yeah, but honestly, like I said, I don't mind sitting in it for a while. It builds tension. At least he's doing something, right? And I'll tell you what, though. It did start off really slow, but the moment that the shot, so there's a particular shot where it was a close-up on his hand going for the thing and reaching over, right? And it was like super here, and he goes to turn the dial, and you get like the elongation of his arm and everything because it's getting him in the background of the shot. That scene, and then all of the shots afterwards, because they get almost a little more surreal. That is when I was like, okay, even if nothing is happening, something's happening. They're making it very intentional shots. They are trying their best to communicate with the angles and the lighting on how this is supposed to make you feel, and so you can kind of get into Simon's head. I really loved it. First half, they didn't do that, and the slow parts, I will agree, pretty slow.
Yeah, it was horribly slow.
Yeah,
that's pretty much my only negative is that at times it felt like nothing was going on.
Yeah,
like where he was navigating just off pure faith, basically, and a little light that pops up says, "Hey, you're getting too close to something." That was cool. That was more of something.
Yeah. Can you do that in the game?
No. Because he had to lock a book to keep it moving forward.
Yeah, that's true.
They probably did that for the sake of pace.
No, yeah.
So they didn't have to have 90 more scenes of him going, click.
Yeah. Another thing that kind of was just an odd choice, but I get it because they wanted to add a little bit of stakes for the end, was the introduction of, I'll come down there and get you myself. And then I didn't realize for several minutes that she was in a sub, and the picture he was taking of the monster with the sub in his mouth. For some reason, I was like, how are they?
Yeah, that's their sub.
That was the other lady's sub, and I was like, so she came down into the blood just to get grabbed and then just killed in like literally minutes.
No, she had been down there for a bit.
Right, waiting for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and I get it because if he'd destroyed the black box, the creature would have let him leave, but they wouldn't have taken him. Right, so he was in literally a lose-lose situation.
Yeah.
There was no way freedom for him essentially, which I also think awesome as well because you're in between a rock and a hard place, but literally
it's cosmic horror. If you can't beat cosmic, I mean, he technically beat it, but he still died.
Yeah.
So you can't beat cosmic horror.
Either they leave him to sink to the depths, or the creature just straight up murders him. So either way he dies. So he had to make the right choice for that moment.
Yeah, in a way he won. Yeah. Though, was him? He rammed it, right?
Yeah.
And then he started swinging the black box at the window.
Yeah.
To break it?
No, it was already breaking itself. I think he was probably trying to
get it out.
Yeah, to get it out.
But if he rammed it, he was running from it.
Yeah.
Wasn't he?
Yeah, he was running. He was running. The light was at the back. Boop, 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 boop. Also, though, that scene, really well done horror, where you can't see the monster, but you know it's chasing you because the thing was boop, 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 boop,
it was
boop,
getting
boop.
closer.
It was getting closer behind no matter which way you turn. That was really well done as well. I enjoyed that a lot.
So what do you think about a YouTuber breaking into the scene?
Great. It's great, fantastic, fun, big Hollywood.
Are you hoping Markiplier picks something else up that's another weird property?
I do. I hope he takes this, and because he seems like he's pretty community driven for the most part. I kind of hope he looks for smaller creators who have films that they're passionate about. He'll hopefully be selective.
Make his own.
Make Markiplier Studios. He made a joke about it. I watched one of his lives after the fact where he was talking about being number one and everything. How do you not applaud him, right? As a regular person. Right. I get that there's probably some Hollywood execs or some producers who are like, fuck this guy. But of course I'm going to say I fucking love it because
I will say he is super nice though, right? As his personality. Yeah. I hope he becomes a little mean and a little more selective if he's going to open his own thing.
Well, that's what I said.
Because there are definitely
not
some.
Mean. You don't have to be mean. To be selective. Yeah.
There are definitely some YouTubers that probably could not do as well of a job. Mark has the benefit of he's been doing these weird projects for a long time.
Well, my thing is, though, if he's gonna open up a Markiplier studio and help fund smaller creators, I think it needs to be smaller creators who have a passion in their mind for something. Not if Mr. Beast comes to him and goes, "Hey, Mark, I want to make a movie." I'm hoping Mark gives him the big old middle finger. To be honest.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Mr. Beast has his own money. If he wants it, he can go hire James Cameron or whoever.
A good example is I don't want Jacksepticeye to make a movie just because he's Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
If he had a dream and a vision.
Yeah, a passion for something, sure, yeah.
But just because he's Jacksepticeye and Jacksepticeye, say he were to immediately go, I want to make a movie too since Mark did it. That's not a good reference. Yeah.
But using him is a bad example because I think he probably the way he talks about some games and some properties and his love for
it was just an example of something.
No, that's why I said he's probably a bad example because I'd love to see a movie made by Jacksepticeye because he's very passionate.
I think it'd be great though. I think Hollywood needs a competitor.
Yeah, what creator would you want to see a movie from? If you had to, Jacksepticeye for me is up there. I would love to see him make one. You know what? In the same vein of sci-fi ish. He loves the game Soma a lot. That'd be really cool. There's also one. He played it recently. It takes place in an Arctic waste.
What would I like to see? You know who I think would make a great flipping movie? What's his name? Kyle
Hill. Because Science?
Because Science, yes. I think he would make a great sci-fi movie.
I think he would too. I think
it would be the most detailed and logical sci-fi movie you'd ever see.
Mm-hmm.
He would come up with something weird but scientific, but it would make sense mathematically.
I agree. Everything's scientific. He would put such detailed science in it.
That's what I'm saying. That would be cool to see.
Going back real quick, the game that I was referring to, I watched. Jack did a. I would recommend watching it. Everyone. Jack did a full play of a game called Cryostasis. It's an older game. It has kind of almost a cosmic horror, otherworldly vibe to it. Fantastic. He loves that game so much, and the way he would talk about it throughout the whole of it, and like the memories he had of first playing it, and then now playing it for the stream, and like the detail he goes into it. Like there's even a mechanic where to change stuff in your current state of being, you embody the perspective of one of the dead creatures around, and you play through its history, and you have to change the history so that you can move forward in the area. It'd be really cool to see Jack dig his teeth into that, make that a film.
No. On the flip side of creators, you'd want to see.
Who do I not? Is what you're gonna say?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's say Mr. Beast.
What game would you like to see?
Ooh, what game made?
I got one right off the dome.
Oh, we're talking about simple games.
Yeah, not
because Cryostasis is a pretty plot-heavy game.
We're not counting Call of Duty, Baldur's Gate, Expedition 33.
Indie small games.
Yeah. I got one right off the dome.
Go ahead.
Blueprints.
I would love to see a Blueprints movie.
I don't know how they would do it.
No clue.
But it would
be too it would probably be made too CGI heavy is what I think, unfortunately.
Why? They could build the rooms.
They could
build and just move them into place.
That's true. You could build them a little on the cheaper side, probably.
Yeah, put them on big wheels, and you literally just move them into place.
Blueprints would be good. I think, and I know it's not like it's a little more silly, but what's the Not Your Neighbor game? The one where you're like checking people coming to the window and you can't.
That's Not My Neighbor.
That's Not My Neighbor. I think that'd be an interesting horror movie, because if they did some really fucking good special effects for like the different like the mimics coming up.
But you only get one pick. That's what you're picking?
No.
You can't take Blueprints. That's mine.
Blueprints is a solid pick.
Blueprints is a fantastic pick.
Man.
Because with Blueprints, you could even go into like the little heist, right? They could show more of the heist that happened beforehand.
Yeah.
That is kind of like the inciting incident for everything.
Man. Yeah, you can get into the backstory. There could be flashbacks.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a solid pick. I don't know I'm not gonna try to top it because I don't think you can top Blueprints as far as like a video game property that is ripe to be a film of some kind.
Got nothing?
Okay, yeah, right now I'm drawing blanks, unfortunately, on properties that would translate well. Got nothing.
You gotta play more indie games.
I do play a lot of indie games, thank you. I just, I don't know. Got anything. Got nothing. That's Not My Neighbor's probably got to be my pick because that's the only one coming to the dome right now. Blueprints is solid.
Blueprints is 100% solid.
Markiplier. Jack. Okay, listen, Mark. I know you're not watching, but if you are, first off, sorry of our piss poor takes on your film. It was fantastic. We did like it. Jack, Cryostasis. That'd be a good movie. But I don't know who you're going to get to be in it. I don't know who you're going to get to direct it or star in it or who to write it unless you just do all that. Blueprints. I'm sure they'd give you the rights at this point because Lion Lung was amazing.
Has he even played Blueprints?
I don't know. I don't think he did. I don't know. But he can still play.
You want someone who's passionate about the game.
Yeah, you want someone who's passionate about the game. That's true. Blueprints would be
be good.
I know this one technically is an indie game. And I'm surprised you didn't say it, but it would need to be a big budget spectacle. Expedition 33.
I said no Expedition 33.
Oh, you did?
Because I'm pretty sure it's getting a movie / maybe series or something like that already. And 2, no, that doesn't need to be remade into live action because it's already a movie.
That's true. It is already cinematic.
I know you haven't beaten it, but it's already perfect.
Calm down like that.
Like I don't want to see shot for shot remakes.
Yeah.
I want things that are faithful to the game. What are they going to do in E33? Show a different expedition? We know how all those expeditions end up.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And 33 is the last expedition.
Yeah, fair enough. You know what? You're right. Maybe they could do an anthology show, where they show how the other expeditions like felt.
Expedition 69, or I think it's 69.
Which one is that one?
So Expedition 69 is Expedition 33 is my favorite game of all time right now, by the way. But 69, I'm pretty sure, is the one where they wanted to be the they didn't think they needed weapons or weapons, armor, anything else. They thought that they could get to the Paintress with nothing more than the power of man. So all the men and women of Expedition 33 were at the peak of humanity.
Oh.
They basically just worked out and ate straight protein
For
years until it was their turn to go. And then they went through, like barbarians, basically naked.
Really?
Wearing nothing.
How far did they make it?
All the way to the Paintress.
They literally made it?
Yes. They made it to the Paintress. And then they forced so there's a gommage barrier, right?
Okay.
Out around the tree
Mm-hmm.
that you can't walk through. They walked through it. I'm 90% sure they walked through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they realized they couldn't get to the Paintress where they were because they were running out of time. So they sent one guy back, right,
Mm-hmm.
to swim back to Lumiere. And he was in sight of Lumiere by the time he got gommaged. Dude straight up just jumped in the water. They're like, go tell them about the barrier. And he straight jumped in and just all the way from the tree back to Lumiere. And he was like, the pier was in sight.
Can you imagine?
And he gets gommaged.
Can you imagine him getting up there? No time.
Yeah.
There's a barrier. We made it, but we couldn't get through. We couldn't get through. Everybody's dead.
Yeah, isn't that wild? They made it the furthest. Are you looking it up right now?
No, I am actually trying to find a game other than That's Not My Neighbor that I would love for a live action to be made from.
We look at a list of indie games.
Yeah. So there's a couple on here that I think would also be pretty good. Dead Cells.
Never played it.
Really fun game. Has promise. Hollow Knight. But that would Hollow Knight would have to be big budget, like
Animated, right?
no, I don't think it should.
How are they gonna do they're bugs. How are you gonna do Hollow Knight in live action? A dude in a bug costume?
The same way I've seen people cosplay. It'd be like
I think it'd look like trash.
No.
Animated.
If you did it like Dark Crystal puppetry, it would look amazing. You're trying to tell me no?
I don't think so.
No, you're wrong.
I don't think so.
Because all you have to do instead of
Jim Henson is dead. He can't do it.
They remade the Dark Crystal. They made the Dark Crystal prequel after Jim Henson was dead.
Yeah, how did that do?
Fantastic. It
Did
was
it really?
amazing. Yeah, it looks really good.
I don't even know what it
All they have to do is instead of the more fleshy, like gross type stuff, they just replace it with more bug carapaces and shit. Because almost everything
But
has
there's
a mask.
no human characters
In what?
for a grounding thing, so they're all just gonna look like.
There's no human
costumes.
characters in the Dark Crystal. There's no human
I'm
characters.
thinking of the Labyrinth.
Because of the goblins.
Yes.
No. We're talking Dark Crystal. If they got in hold of Jim Henson's Creature Studio and they did it that way, it'd be expensive. But that would Hollow Knight in that style would be so fucking good. Dude.
I think they just do it animated. It'd be better.
Because it's already animated, kinda. I'd like to see it with some like
3D animation, like Super Mario movie style.
I don't know, we lose some of the charm. I don't know. I agree or disagree on that, but I think Hollow Knight would be good. But my overall pick, I think, if I have to pick one, Jacksepticeye making Cryostasis as a film would be amazing. I don't know how he'd get the rights. I don't know who made the game originally.
I don't know who I would pick to make Blueprints, by the way.
Yeah, no clue. I don't know any big creators that have played it. Like
there's not really
their whole thing.
There's not really any action. It's kind of more like a mystery. Not even thriller, just mystery.
No, yeah, it would just have to be him exploring it and solving the puzzles. It would have to be more like what's the House with the Clock in its Walls, right? Was that was a movie? I think they were solving a lot of puzzles throughout
With
Jack Black.
Jack Black?
Yeah. Because the whole thing was they had to solve the house so that it didn't explode or whatever, right?
Yeah, that was more of a comedy, I thought.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, same sort of mystery, like solving puzzles and moving from like room to room and.
Yeah, but don't say like that movie because I don't want Jack Black to be.
You don't want Jack Black
to be the blueprints.
I'm the blueprints. Yeah.
The walls are changing. No.
Gotta find the keys.
No.
Ooh, an apple. 3 steps.
Well, I think that's pretty much all we have to talk about today, right?
Was there nothing else on our itinerary?
Nothing else super important, relevant.
What we got? Okay, I want to talk about one more thing.
Okay.
We'll make it really brief because we only got about 6 minutes. We have to start the recording again.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. You need to watch Wonder Man for next week.
If I have time.
At least watch an episode or two.
If I have time.
Okay, but watch Wonder Man. It's fantastic. It's really good. I want to talk about it.
Okay, if I have time, I will watch Wonder Man.
Okay.
And we can talk about it.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's a great place to end it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you can continue to see whenever we post these videos. Also, don't forget to drop a comment on maybe if you have anything you'd like to hear us chat about, our thoughts, opinions, or just general vamping. We can do that as well.
Also, if you'd like to see more of us, you can find him at TikTok.
At TikTok. Yep.
No,
you can find me at TikTok.
On TikTok.
You can find me on TikTok at the Almighty Bard, ALLMIGHTYBARD. It'll pop up on screen right there.
And you can find me at Gorfendel,
Yep.
GORFENDEL, on Twitch sometimes when I have time to stream.
Yeah.
And I just play games.
Yeah. Went well.
Yeah, I think it went pretty well.
First
for the time.
podcast. Woo.
Oh, you want a high five?
We're gonna do a high five freeze frame, like in Family Guy.
You're not gonna thank him?
Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I said that already. And we'll see you guys next time. And in the meantime, make sure you let your
Start over.
I got it. In the meantime, make sure you let your plot armor cool down. That was terrible. Anyways, well, I'll fade to black.